First off, I'd like to say all praise is due to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles out there teaching this truth from GMS. A lot of respect to those brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect, that you guys may be sealed, and hopefully by the mercy and grace of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, myself along with those other brothers and elders and apostles and sisters out there in this truth, hopefully we're part of the elect. With that being said, hey, look, man, I'm sorry for my robe here. It's every time I put it on, it's like all over the place. But with that being said, it was one of the things I've been thinking about for a moment. And not only have I been thinking about, you got friends and family members, that always are trying to get into something, always want to be a part of this world, always trying to do something in this world, whether it be buy property, whether it be invest in things, whether it be trying to say they leaving something behind for their kids. And it just got me thinking, a couple of my family members and a couple of my friends, talk to me, and now and some of them know where I stand on this, but I just thought it'd be a good lesson to bring this out, So first things first, I'm gonna sit up here and start off with this. I'm gonna go to Mark chapter 8, verse 35. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel's, the same shall save it. 36 is the point. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? So my whole point is, why my friends, I got family members, all these guys trying to, want to buy and property and always want to invest in something. And the thing is, when I sit back and talk to them, I tell them, hey, look, man, don't put too much stock in this world, man. It's about to pass away. It's about to be over. It's about to be gone. And people don't want to never listen to you, And I understand, I understand that, right now their eyes and ears probably not open. And they might never be open. But you know what? I still try to tell them, man, don't put too much into this world, man. But like I said before, people blow you off all the time. Every time, every chance they get. No matter what you say to them, they blow you off. And that goes as well for family members, and just as well for friends. You got people blow you off, and that's the reason I'm doing this, man. Because I had a few people say a few things to me, and and when I tried to explain something to them or tell them something, they really don't never want to listen. Now I'm not going to make this long. This was just a point that I was trying to get across, and hopefully it's edifying to to some of you brothers out there that may be new, and in the faith, that just hopefully it's edifying. But you're going to have people say things to you, you're going to try to explain to them, and then you're going to have family members, close family members, that, going to say stuff to you, man, and you're going to have to, every now and then, you might have to break something down and tell them something, man, because I try to tell my close family members I'm not with it, that's not what I'm caring about, but it's hard. Now I'm finna get to another point. I'm finna go to John, I'm gonna just read John, chapter 2, verse 15. I'm going to start at 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, is not of the Father, but of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh, the Most High, abideth forever. And like I said before, the love of the world, man, I try to tell my family, my friends, hey, look, man, don't love this world. It's going to pass away, like it says in verse 17. 1 John chapter 2, verse 17, it says, and the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. All this stuff is going to leave. All this stuff is going to pass away. So don't put too much stock in this world. Get what you can. Get your food. Enjoy the little things that you can. Make sure you try to have a house over your head and do the things and do the work, because this world is about to leave. This is not our rest. And no matter what you try to tell people, no matter what you say to them, they ain't going to never listen. But the point is, you're trying to get that point across, And them being your friends and your family, you love them. You want to see them saved. You want to see them part of the elect. You know, you want to see them have salvation, you know, and hopefully it's for them, and that's all you can pray for, you know. And like I said, hopefully it's edifying to somebody, you know, hopefully it's edifying to a brother or sister out there, you know, because, I think about it all the time and I deal with it a lot, you know, no matter what, you know. Sometimes when you in this truth, man, you feel like you're on an island by yourself, man. You know, because no one else knows it. No one else gets it. You be in a house, you talk to your friends, you talk to your family, you know, uncles, everybody. You know, I ain't gonna sit up here and just throw it all around. Uncles, father, mom, aunties, you know, brother. You know, you sit down and talk to all of them, man, and you know, they just toss you off. But you try to explain the best way you can because you love your family and you want to see them part of that elect, that hopeful elect. And just like yourself, part of the hopeful elect. You want to be part of the elect. You know, you hoping that you're part of the elect, and you also want them to be part of the elect. So you'll tell them anything. So you know, like I said before, I'm not gonna make this long, man. You know, someone had just said something to me. I had a few people say something to me in the past week about certain things, and you know, I got into a conversation with them about, you know, the scriptures, and you know, letting them know, man, don't put too much stock in the world, man. Don't put too much stock in the world. I'm gonna go back to 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 again. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So, like it says plainly, don't love the world. Because if this is what you love, the love of the Father ain't gonna never be in you. You know, don't love this world. Use it for what you use it for. Do the things you gotta do. Preach this word so we can get up out of here. Because this is not our rest. Now I'm finna go to this chapter, 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 12. I'm going to this just for a reason, man. But to the rest, you know what? Let me go up to this 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 11. I'm going to start from 11. You know what? I'm going to start from 10. Sorry. So this 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 10. And unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from the husband. But and if she depart, let her remain unmarried or be reconciled to her husband. And let not the husband put away his wife. Now this was the part I want to read. But to the rest speak I, not the Lord. So this is John speaking. This is not the Lord speaking. This is John speaking. John is saying this. This is not what the Lord said. This is John's own words. If any brother have a wife that believeth not, and she be pleased to dwell with him, let him not put her away. And I'm going to say this for the women too. And the woman which hath a husband that believeth not, and if he be pleased to dwell with her, let her not leave. For the unbelieving husband is sanctified by the wife, and the unbelieving wife is sanctified by the husband. Else were your children unclean, but now are they holy. So my thing is, you know, if your wife doesn't believe, but you do, and you're trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments the best way you can, well, you doing what you're doing might save her, just might purify her. The same vice versa for the wife. If the woman is trying to keep everything and do everything she can by the scriptures and do the best she can, maybe, just maybe, the husband will be be cleansed and purified by her. You know, and the only reason I say that, man, because we all have wives, children, that some of them just don't believe. They're not gonna believe, man. They're gonna play the role. They might do certain things, but they're not gonna be part of it, dude. They're not gonna be part of it, ladies. You know. And sometimes you just gotta do the best you can, man. And I bought this out just because, you know, like I said before, man. You know, you're gonna have people in this, whether it be wife, husband, your sons, your daughters. You know, they're gonna want to do things, always want to do other stuff, always want to be involved in some. I got business decisions. We need to make money on this and all this other stuff. But the thing about that is, you're loving the world, and, you know, and no matter what you tell them, no matter how you say it, they're gonna probably ignore you. Sometimes they're gonna get mad at you. Sometimes they're gonna be angry with you for a while. So the only thing I sit up here and say to you brothers, man, and to you sisters out there, you know, try to be the best you can. Try to do the best you can. You know, try to do the best you can, you know, for yourself. Because maybe by what you're doing might just happen to save, a family, your family, and that means your wife or your husband or whatever the case may be. So, I just want to sit up here and throw that out there. And the only reason I threw First Corinthians out there because, it speak like I said, part of that I had to speak on because with Mark chapter 8 and First John chapter 2, from 15 to 17, you know, a lot of that has to play in it too. Like I said, you got family members, not just your wives and husbands, but you got uncles, moms, dads. They got to work out their own salvation. But my thing is, a lot of times you try to tell them things and you try to put things in their mind, and they just don't want to hear it. But when it comes to your wife, when it comes to your husband, which is more closer to you, a lot of times, the only reason I brought up that First Corinthians, verse 7, from 10 to 14, hopefully we, by your actions, maybe they'll be purified, maybe they'll be cleansed, maybe they'll have mercy and grace on them. So with that being said, I hope this was edifying, brothers and sisters. And with that being said, I'd like to say all praise is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to those elders and apostles from GMS. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways, preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. Salutations to the hopeful elect that you guys may be sealed pretty soon. And hopefully by the mercy and grace of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, myself along with all those other brothers out there on the highways and byways, all those elders and apostles that's been teaching this truth for years, hopefully by the mercy and grace of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah, we're part of the elect. With that being said, I'd like to say Kwam Yasharella and Abba Babal. Shalom.